Hey everybody, it's Foz back again. I wanted to jump on here today and really have a talk about a movie that's come out that's getting a lot of flack for no reason. I wasn't planning on doing a video. I watched the movie last night and I went online to post my happily 4-star review. Very pleasant, very like, oh, this is a good movie. And it's just getting blasted online for no reason. And so I wanted to jump on here today and talk about the 2023 remake, quote unquote, of White Men Can't Jump. It dropped on Hulu yesterday. And I really, really enjoyed it. It is a remake in the loosest sense of, yes, is about a guy who wants to play in a tournament, finds another guy who want to help play in the tournament with him, and the ultimate goal is to get the award money from playing in the tournament. And along the way they hustle people in different courts. One's a black guy, one's a white guy. There's all kinds of the dated jokes that they make comment on, like, oh, that's dated, about how white guys can't play ball, white guys can't jump. So that basic thing is there. But the entire story is completely different. The characters are different. Everything's different. I mean, you could say the same thing about horror movies and friends going into a cabin in the woods. Horror movies, friends exploring places they shouldn't be exploring. Okay, that's a little vague. But this right here, while it is the numbers of a, remake, it is completely different. They're not trying to be the old movie. This was just a good movie, I thought. So let me give you a little backstory here. For those who don't know, in the early 90s, I think it was 93, White Men Can't Jump came out with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, and really put them on the map. Like, Woody Harrelson was a big star off of Cheers, but this was like his first big movie that put him on the map of being Woody Harrelson movie star. Wesley Snipes was a known guy, done like New Jack City, done a bunch of stuff, and he was the bigger name. But this really propelled him to be the Wesley Snipes of the 90s. It's a beloved hit. I don't know if you'd call it a cult classic, whatever. I love it. I had the VHS when I was little, had the soundtrack on cassette when I was little, got the DVD in my 20s, bought the Voodoo HDX, rewatched it not too long ago, so I'm very familiar with it. And this new one, it is a Hulu exclusive, and I hope to God it somehow sees a Blu-ray release, because I would like to have the Blu-ray of both movies in my collection. That would be awesome. But with Hulu exclusives, Netflix exclusives, you never really know. I kind of doubt it. So, if anybody wants to come through with that White Men Can't Jump 2023 bootleg, just holler at your boy. But okay, so the movie itself, it's all about modern times, modern basketball pickup games, modern basketball, the minor leagues. I know nothing about basketball. They're talking in there about, the different minor leagues. Like, you can go over season play. There's several different leagues here in America that's not the NBA. Both these guys at one time were either wanting or about to be NBA prospects or prospects for, these type of, minor league teams. And forgive me again, I know nothing about basketball. Other than LA Lakers, go Lakers. Magic Johnson. And, for one reason or another, they couldn't. And now they're, getting in their late 20s. It's about to be that age where they're having kids and wives and planning families, and they should be, giving up their hoop dreams. But they want it more than ever. It's unfinished business, basically. They want to succeed in their dreams, in their childhood dreams. And it starts off about the same way. The one guy comes into the basketball court that the other guy's playing in, and he cons him out of like $300. And then the other dude needs a partner for his 2-on-2 tournament, and so he goes to him. They get together, and then they start conning other people and taking money, trying to get up that money to enter into the big tournament. Along the way, they both have family problems, girlfriend problems. One of the really cool things about this movie is Lance Reddick. This had to be one of his last roles. I know he was just in John Wick. I love him in The Wire. He was in tons of stuff, and he just recently passed away. And he is in this movie, as just kind of he's got probably about 3 scenes, but it's very memorable. He's very good in it. And the other big thing that everybody's talking about is Jack Harlow is having his debut acting performance. And you know what? I think he was the best part of the movie. I don't know nothing about Jack Harlow. I know like 2 songs that he's on. I know he's besties with Drake. I've seen him in the interviews together from like the Kentucky Derby last year or something. But he was great. He was fantastic. I really liked his cool, calm demeanor. I really liked his sense of comic timing. I thought he was a very he brings you into him. He's got some good looks, for the ladies to like. He's got the lovable sensibility. He's also got a little bit of swagger. I think he's going to make a great leading man. He's primed to do some cool, funny stuff. I like that his first time out was a comedy. So, of course, there's twists and turns I'm not going to get into. But this is like a perfect streaming movie for like a Saturday or Sunday or in the evening. You got an extra couple hours to kill. You just want to sit and eat your pizza, your Chinese or whatever, just munch on some popcorn and just have some fun. And that's what this movie is, fun. There's like a couple of friends that are like the comedy relief in it, more so. And it's all their little quirky back and forth is great. It's hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. I cannot suggest this movie enough. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. I actually wrote a little review instead of my, one-liners I always give. I gave it 4 stars and actually wrote a couple paragraphs, an actual review. And reading, I think I gave it the only positive review on there. I don't know if I was the only 4-star review, but everything else I saw was definitely not that friendly. I saw like 1 3.5, and it was just like, it's not that good, but it ain't as bad as people saying. I think they were just being nice because everybody else was trashing it. And I want to say this, the reason I was quick to jump on it and watch it is because of the director, Calmatic. He made the House Party remake that came out back, I think, in January. And my God, talk about another similar situation of a fantastic movie, hilarious movie, a movie that for all right should have been on in the late 90s on USA at like 11 o'clock, brought to you by New Line Cinema or something, like a Friday knockoff, or like paired back to back with Fat Beach. That's what House Party 2023 is. It's fantastic. It's hilarious. And there's so many cameos from famous people in it. Kid and Play even cameo in it as Kid and Play. In the movie, they are watching House Party. So let that wrap around your mind. In the movie House Party in 2023, they are watching the movie House Party from the original movie. And Kid and Play's in it. Dude, the movie knows what it is. Just watch it. It's amazing. And this movie knows what it is. It has heart. It's like, both movies are like, yeah, we know what we are. We know we're remakes. We know you're going to just dismiss us from the start. But they have heart. They give their own stories. I think this is a perfect double feature. And you could see growth for Calmatic in between House Party and White Men Can't Jump. I mean, the looks of the movies are great. He's been a great music video director for years. I don't even know all the music videos he's done. I just know he's done it for like today's top artists. And he segued that into directing. And he's become one of my favorite dudes. So check him out. Calmatic. I know he's on Twitter. He's always dropping videos on stuff on there. These 2 movies are fantastic. Let's do a podcast with him. He said that he was wanting to, move away from doing remakes, of course, and do his own stuff. And I'm excited. I cannot wait for him, to come out with his Calmatic original movie. But I really just want to come on here and say, don't listen to people. It's like so dismissive. It's like, oh, it's a remake. Pfft. oh, it's Jack Harlow. Psh. Nah, bruh. It's not like that. It's good. It's genuinely good. I'm Fuzz Rotten. It has my stamp of approval. Anyways, if you watch the movie, comment below, let me know. You watched the original movie, comment below, let me know. You watched the house party, comment below, let me know. You watched all the house parties, including the part 3 and part 4 that nobody remembers. That was the 5th house party. Come on, guys. Nobody remembers past part 3, and people barely remember that. Nobody even hardly talks about 2, Pajama Jam and Jam anymore. Talk about a house party with me. Come on, let's talk. All right, I'm Foz. You can find me on all the socials at Foz Rotten. You can find everything FozRotten.com. I got music out, working on new music. Music's still coming out. Search Foz Rotten on all your streamers, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. I'm Foz. Stay in touch. See you later.